folks, and welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is Pedro.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Pedro Ruiz, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we come to share 3D print projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Let's jump right into the show's coupon code. Today it's Meme Box. If you want to get 10% off your order, you can use coupon code MEMEBOX. It'll get you 10% off your order. This works on everything except for gift certificates and those subscriptions to Adabox. We have some freebies as well. Go to adafruit.com/free to see all the free deals. We have Perma Protos, CircuitPython Expresses, and even free UPS ground shipping for intercontinental places. So check out the website, adafruit.com/free for all that stuff. Same-day deliveries is an option that you can have in certain zip codes in the New York City area. Check that out if you need your stuff right away. This is the newsletter slide, I believe. Adafruit.com/newsletter. That's the 1 week, once a week. There's a newsletter about the new products that we have because there's new products every week. CircuitPython meetings happen every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Great opportunity to hang out with the folks. It happens in the Discord channel and the Discord server. So check out discord.gg/Adafruit for the invite link if you're not already a member. CircuitPython.org, quickest way to get CircuitPython on all compatible hardware, not just Adafruit hardware, but hardware from the community. And thank you folks for submitting your boards and letting Blinka snake her way onto more hardware. That's a good way to say it. Daily news, AdafruitDaily.com. This is a standalone thing. No spamming here. Don't even go here. No, please go here. AdafruitDaily.com, newsletter. Won't spam you. Next one, Discord. We're hanging out in the Discord server. Again, the invite code is discord.gg/Adafruit. Or maybe it's Adafruit. We don't know. They never told us. If it's
No, they
Adafruit
did.
or
It's
not.
Adafruit.
It's Adafruit. Sorry. Don't ever call it Adafruit. And then Help Wanted. Jobs.adafruit.com is where to go. It's a free website that you can use to create your profile. If you're an employer looking for employees, maker goodness with maker skills. Check out jobs.adafruit.com. Hello, everybody in the chat room. We are live streaming. Yes, this is a live stream, and we are here. We're live streaming.
Quick shout outs to everybody in the chat room. Looking over at the YouTube, we got James, Dry Scroll,
Hello
Andy
there.
Calloway hanging
Hello.
out, Laia TY, and as always, Stuff with Kirby hanging out in
Kirby.
the chat room over on the Discord.
Yeah, it's early over here in the States. It's 11 a.m. Everybody's working, sleeping,
Or having their summer vacation.
or having a summer vacation, or a winter vacation.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
down under.
Super awesome.
Yeah. Cool. We got a soundboard project this week. Go ahead and click those buttons. What do we got?
Your fingers. Way more.
We're gonna accidentally content ID ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got this project. It's got a NeoTrellis and a Feather M4 Express. We've done something similar with the sound effects board and the trinket. This one's like all in one board with the Feather and the prop maker wing, so it makes wiring a lot better. And it works a lot better because it's using CircuitPython, so you can quickly upload sound files and things. What do these sound like? I don't know. I don't want to trigger the wrong one. Oh, yeah, so for the Apollo, I thought I'd throw some stuff in there. Cool. All right, and then when it comes to like music and stuff, I guess you can use it as a musical instrument because the responsiveness is pretty good. There you go. Those are the purple ones are the ones you don't want to press. Those are the thriller ones. All right, so that's what I have going on there. We also have another one right here. This one has some different sounds. There's this really cool site called My Instance that has a bunch of like memes and different sounds and stuff. So you can do that, or you can sample your own sounds using some of the different programs. Sure.
I've got a problem.
Really?
Wow. Like the planet!
That's one of my favorite ones.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay.
Excellent!
That was fun.
Make it so. Make it so.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that's what I have right now. So if we head on over to the Learn system, you can see all the parts you need to build the project and some nice photos of how to build said project. This one just uses the USB drive to upload code and upload sound files, which is really nice. Our previous project from 2015 had 2 USB ports. You had to use the sound effects board to kind of process the audio, and then you use the trinket to actually upload the code. So it was like this weird, you had two USB ports. This one's just one, it's much simpler, and the wiring is much more manageable. Here are the picture of the parts. Again, it's using the NeoTrellis. This is the one with the NeoPixels. We have the predecessor to it. Is that predecessor? Is that the right word? I don't know. It was a monochrome version. You'd have to manually install the through-hole LEDs and pick your own color and solder them in. This one's already assembled for you, so you just have to wire up a ribbon cable to it and wire it to your prop maker wing or your or the Feather directly if you're doing a different project. When it comes to the hardware, I'm using these brass standoffs and some screws and some nuts and some heat set inserts. They're all listed here. We do carry some of the heat set inserts. You want to know, warning, the mounting tabs are designed for these specific heat set inserts. They're all different. Yeah, the heights and the widths. It's really a diameter. So they're all different. And the ones we carry in the Adafruit shop are different. So check those out. Additional parts are cables, JST cables, the silicone cover stranded wire. One of my favorite ways to connect something that has like a whole bunch of wires. This 10 ribbon wire is nice, and it pulls together like string cheese. Very nice. Got some tools here: stick vise, pan vise. Those are all the common tools. We also have the soldering iron and the heat set installation tip. So those are good for installing heat set inserts. All the parts here. This is a cool one. It's a RGB LED button, and it does different modes and stuff that you can program in there. That's pretty cool. And this little speaker is 8 ohm, 1 watt. It plugs right into the prop maker FeatherWing, and you use that little Pico connector, so it's nice. Toggle switch to turn off and on. This metal tactile button, I'm using it to reset. So it's wired to the reset button on the Feather. That lets you update CircuitPython really easy, so you don't have to crack it open. So that's kind of nice. And then for the battery, we got a battery in there because the Feathers have built-in LiPo charging. You can charge the battery over USB. This one's got 1200 milliamps of capacity. It's a 3.7 volts. Yeah, 3.7 volts. So it works really good with all the Adafruit Feathers. There you go. So that's the introduction to the parts and everything. I think I've covered them all. Yeah, okay. Circuit diagram gives you a good idea of how all the things are wired. Really nice. The prop maker wing has all those little pins out there for you for hooking up the RGB LEDs. They don't have to be 3 watt LEDs, you can just be your regular RGB LEDs. Cool. And then I have some words here broken out of all the things. 3D printing, all the parts are exported out as a STL with the orientations all set up for you, so you can just hit print and watch it print. What else do I have here for this? I also uploaded the step files for folks that use want to like take things apart and reuse some of the components. Here are the heat set inserts. You just need 4 of them, and they get heat pressed into those little tabs there. Yep. And we have a learn guide on how to set up heat installations. We'll have some links to other resources like from Hackaday and other folks who have some guides on on some tips on installing heat set inserts. Yeah, and these are all the parts I used in the CAD design. They're all available to download from our GitHub repository. There's little thumbnails of them all, including headers and prop makers and feathers. We also have the Trellis button elastomer pad, the mini speaker, which I used a lot in projects. I was really happy with this because I had all the parts together and just tossed them into the design and started making the box. It makes things so much easier when you don't have to model your parts. You just model the case, which is really nice. Layer by layers are still happening. There's a playlist on YouTube. There's like 100 of them. Yay! Thanks for the folks who watch them. When it comes to the software, huge shout out to Mike Barella. He went all out and helped code all of it, which is great. So you can download the latest version of CircuitPython. Definitely want to use the beta version because the beta version is the best. It's just always the best. So there you go. Here are the libraries that the project needs. You're going to need the bus library, the LIS3DH, because it does use the accelerometer. NeoTrellis is its own library for debouncing the buttons and handling the matrix. You got an RGB LED library for handling the RGB LED push button. You got NeoPixels for controlling NeoPixels. The simple I/O is required for the RGB LED library. So you can download the bundle. You can download the CircuitPython, and you can download the Moo Editor because that's what we're using. The Moo Editor is great. It's got built-in serial console. When you plug it in, the project, it spits out, it prints out the names of the audio files and what they're mapped to. The way to map these guys is all done through the file name. So you just name the file like 00-blue-bird, and that will be a blue NeoPixel on the first button. So it's pretty easy to understand the mapping of it. And with the serial console printing you out what the file name is and what color it's being assigned to, it's really easy to modify those. It's also easy to add your own colors. I only put a couple of colors here: white, purple, blue, cyan, green, yellow, red. If you want to make your own colors, just write one out, give it the RGB values, and then you want to update this right here, the colors array and the color tuples array. You just want to add them to that list. All that I just said is broken down in even more words, more better than what I can say right now at 11 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, when it comes to audio files, you can use 44-bit kilohertz, but we recommend doing the mono 22 kilohertz. I was able to fit a total of 47, 48 clips on here. It's got 2 megabytes of onboard flash. If you want more, what do you do if you want more, Pedro? I don't know what you do.
ADA logger.
ADA logger, that's an option.
Get an SD card, break
card
out on there.
Yeah. So we recommend that. I went ahead and zipped up the kit for you so folks can actually have sounds to play with. This is a kit of some Daft Punk samples and some other odds and ends and things. And then this one tells you about the colors and stuff.
There's actually a lot of time spent on you making sure Content ID wasn't triggered with a lot of the samples. So.
Yeah, so hopefully they're good. They should be good. We didn't get tagged or flagged for any of the stuff in our video, so we should be okay.
I think one of the funniest ones was the Beastie Boys one.
Yeah,
where it was like literally one note.
Literally one note you play, and like it right away finds Beastie Boy.
Famous voice.
Thriller, like I got the beat going. Like this is the Thriller beat, but you can't. Is it the Thriller beat? Yeah.
I've got a problem.
Wait, it's this way. Yeah, don't hit that one again. Anyway, let's look at the accelerometer demo real quick.
I like how it recognized the laugh too.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's like a 2-second clip. So the arrangement. So we were thinking, you know, what's a cool demo for the accelerometer instead of just playing like a sound, like all of our prop maker swords and stuff. What would be cool? So we do have a bunch of sounds here. It'd be cool if you could just shake it, and it would, bam. I don't know if you saw it because the lighting is a little bit weird, but all of this got scrambled, and this turned red because it's letting you know. That's a cool sound. That's what it sounds like when CircuitPython's doing stuff. So if you hit the button, it'll rearrange the audio and all the colors get remapped to where they were.
Demo that one more time?
Yeah, sure. So if you want to shuffle this like that, all of these kind of change. Let's just keep doing that. And you'll probably see them all kind of change up a little bit. Yeah. And then the red LED here tells you that it is indeed shuffled. And then we want to reset the shuffle. Hit the button there, turns green. This animation happened as well, but it's a little bit hard to see it with them so high in brightness. We need a, yeah, there you go.
Again, many praises to Scott, CircuitPython team, Mike Barella to make this work, because before we'd have to switch over to Arduino to have the audio files play so fast and actually sort of kind of sound like they're mixing into each other.
Yeah,
this is all CircuitPython.
Correct. Yeah, so it's a lot easier to just drop in the files and yeah, and change them up.
Out your
change out the
sound
colors.
kit or your what do they call them? Kits, right?
Kits. Yeah, sure. Cool. All right. There's the shake it shuffle. Shake it to shuffle. All right. Where am I? Am I on the wrong page? There's my webs.
Website.
There's my webs.
Blam.
All right. Cool. All right. And the rest of the guide really walks you through installing every little bit. So how do you install the Feather headers? Well, this one shows you how. So, yeah.
There's definitely an order of
just
operation.
looking back on this, it's just like, oh my god, this is so much work.
This was a lot of work.
Yeah, but so every week it is a lot of work. Do I get a trophy reward for it? No, I don't need one. So really, those JST connectors are so nice to work with because they just plug in once you're done soldering it, and it makes the assembly of these type of things so much easier because you can disconnect it. Most things that are panel mounted are a pain in the butt to work with, not when you have JST connectors. There you go. Let's walk through the switch wiring. This one, yeah, there's so much stuff. I don't walk through all of it because it puts me in a spot where I don't want to be. So let's go to the final assembly of it. Yay, we put it together. This was a lot of fun to put together. I only do music projects like once a year because I really want the sounds to sound good.
You
I
get
want
sidetracked
performance
on
to actually be
creating the
performance.
kits
Yeah,
for
I
'em.
know. In another career, I was doing a lot of my audio stuff, so it's like another side of you trying to go back into it. And like, no, you can't. That's not your thing. So anyway, that's the project. Yeah, if you guys have any questions on it, now would be a good time to ask them.
People were wondering
Meme
how
box.
we bond PLA PET G parts together. Last week we showed the glue that we use on a lot of our fusing part.
It's our
projects.
glue segment.
Again,
That's
yeah.
our glue segment.
We love this star bond stuff.
don't know about your glue.
Specifically the medium stuff, or whatever the medium formula for it. There is a faster drying and a even slower drying one. But I went with the medium. Gives us enough time to align parts, glue them together. Speaking of projects that require a lot of...
Shut up and take my money.
Oh, wrong one. I was trying to say wow.
Wow.
That's the one I want.
So jumping into this week's prototype, I think, unless we have any other
let's do-
questions on that.
Right. So don't forget, the coupon code is MemeBox. You can pick up any of the parts to build your own MemeBox, or a shiny sword that we can't wait to share that one. And don't forget, there's free stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. MemeBox.
And then Kirby's saying that we need to add a kit that has the Winnebago Man samples on there.
Winnebago Man.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. We need more cool, fun samples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment on any other suggestions that we should make these little kits for.
Yeah,
so
I'll
it's
try to
pretty
get
easy
one.
to get those up on the GitHub.
Yeah, I'll try to get one by the show and tell tonight, so we can get that in there.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's prototyping.
Yay,
We're working
here we
on
go.
for next 2 weeks or something like that.
Probably.
So
out.
Lamar has been wanting a master sword. I'm
Yes.
putting it off just because of how difficult and how big these are. But then my son came up to me playing Breath of Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild. 6 years old. He's like, "Daddy, can you build the master sword? Watch me try to get this master sword out of the rock with his 5 little hearts, wearing just in the game, wearing
No clothes.
no armor." Trying to
armor.
battle Ganon with a stick. And I was like, oh, child.
He like
All
doesn't
right.
cook. I keep telling him to cook, but he keeps eating the apples. And it's like you're just eating like junk food. Stop.
For anybody who's not familiar with Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's like a whole, you got to do all
great
this.
game.
Yeah,
Nintendo
there's a
Switch.
lot of stuff you got to do. You got to cook, you got to like build up your armor, you got to do all this crazy stuff.
So the child said, "Hey, Daddy, can you please build the master sword?" What'd you do?
And that was the final straw.
Yeah, all right. sounds
Went
good.
out, found
Freaking
one
sword.
of the awesome models designed by Garrett from Chaos Cortec. This
Chaos
is
Cortec?
a
What's
modified design of
Yes,
it. So I
yes.
think it's like 3 remixes deep, where I went in and actually remixed the blade part of it as well to make it a little bit smaller because it was huge the way that he designed. I'm sure it was like 2 scale or however it was for that. So somebody modified his design where he chopped it in half and did the hollowing out for it. And give us a shout out for using the Guardian sword as an inspiration for that. So he was using the trinket and the mini skinnies. So we wanted to update that and have the prop maker wing so we can have like sound effects and the accelerometer going on there. Yeah. So preliminary.
Preliminary.
Yeah, like we just got this in like last night. Printing all the parts took so long.
We did this 5 minutes. I put the sounds at 5
right
minutes
before
before
the-
the show.
Yeah.
I went to YouTube and typed in, pulled up the clip from the game. And yeah, we're still working on getting
Yeah.
the sound to be louder because right now there's no like air holes to let the sound out. So we gotta cut some holes up in there.
Yeah, so some of the modifications that I did, like I said, was I made the sword, like a whole section smaller. So it's still huge on when a 6-year-old holds it, but
gosh.
it's a little bit more manageable. This would have been way longer. all printed in translucent PLA, and I didn't use any supports on this. The way that I chopped this up, I'll go into that when we talk about when I finish building this. So if we go over the overhead, we can take a look at some of the components that are already in there.
Oh, that's a nice diffusion when it's fully lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's using the code that Katney wrote for the key blade. All right, now you can really hear the sound. It just sounds so much more louder.
So take a look inside. We have our prop maker wing on top of a M4 Feather Express.
Maybe we can move it closer.
I can just move it too.
Oh, okay.
Go back. So it's all nice and straight.
Yeah.
I can move that in there. So it's going to be mounted on the inside there. We got the 2200 milliamp hour cylindrical battery with the small oval speaker in there. I wanted to use the bigger one, but you know, size constraints and all that. The USB plugs right into there for charging and uploading of all the code. Nice little slide switch in there, and we're using, what was it, 64 neopixels? I had to add, actually I had to solder on an additional 60 or something like that pixels on there. Well, I'll give you the final numbers when we're...
Something like 80 or something, under 100.
Yeah, so that's all soldered in there. Had to make the meter long strip bigger. Was looking at using the side LEDs, but they're a little bit bigger than the skinnies, so I went with that instead. And everything's going to be mounted in there with some cushioning, like with hot glue. Make sure nothing moves out of place. And I think I'm going to use magnets to actually hold the two parts together. Because one of the things I did not want to do was completely model this from scratch or go into CAD and do a ton of modifications for adding the standoffs for screws or the magnets. So I'm still mulling over, am I just gonna just hot glue this together so I can quickly have this out for like a week or two from now? Because as it is, it takes forever to print these.
Right.
One of the modifications that a lot of people have done in terms of remix wise is chopping these up into smaller bits. I wanted to make sure that they fit on our biggest printer so we avoid having to glue so many times. So it is about like 300 millimeters for some of the parts.
I'm noticing none of this is printed tall ways, right? It's all printed.
No, it's all printed
nice
flat
ways.
with no supports. So the overhangs are able to catch just because of how big the gaps are. It gives it enough room to not like droop over. So it does a really good job.
Can you hold that end?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, just shake this guy. Okay. You want to hear some of the sound effects that we have in there right now?
Yeah. We need to change the
threshold on it. Yeah.
Right now it's doing a lot of the swings, but it's not
literally
hitting.
just got the code in there and the sound effects even.
Right.
Like right before the show.
Let's go swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all that will be mounted a lot better in place.
I just had to.
And painted. I'm going to take a lot of the tips that Garrett did in Chaos Cortec. Definitely check out his build video on this. It's excellent. You can see how him and his wife do a lot of really cool post-processing and painting and all that. So definitely a must-watch. Subscribe for all prop making, post-processing tips.
Yes.
Definitely check that out. And I think about in a week or two we'll have this guy have all the code up and all that. And the modified STLs will go up there too.
Wow.
So super cool. Get to please Lamar and my son. Yeah. So about 2 weeks. Definitely check out some of the behind the scenes to see any progress of, man, it takes a lot of work. A lot of sanding and a lot of fails.
Don't discourage those makers out there.
No, I mean all projects are like that. So
Okay.
super
Did you
cool.
leave it on?
Yes, I did.
I can hear birds chirping. I couldn't find a good idle sound for because it doesn't go, it doesn't make sound.
I know that's one of the funny things that we have to emphasize
So-
and add our own creativity on what we wish it would sound like.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, that's very, very awesome. And I already said wow like 5 times. Cool. That's
Again,
a work in progress.
request from. That's the only way to get my butt off.
Yeah.
Your kid tell you to.
Yeah. And you see him struggling. He's trying, man. He's trying to get that master sword. I keep telling him, find more shrines, buddy. You need 12 hearts.
You can't kill a bad guy with just a stick.
Okay. Well, sometimes you can. I took down a Phoenix with a stick, which I was impressed with. Anyway, coupon code is a meme box. Yeah. No.
I've got a problem.
No. Lamar saying that.
Well, beloved,
No, not that one either. I'm trying to do the money one. Where's the, give me the money.
Shut up and take my money.
There you go. All right. Cool. We have a shop talk real quick. Shout out to Dave Estells for his latest guide. He created a, what do you call it? A countdown for Halloween. Only 106 days until Halloween, folks. Very awesome. So with the Pi portal, it's got the ESP32 on it, so you have Wi-Fi. This one's hooking up to Wi-Fi and looking at the dates and saying how many days are until Halloween, so you can check that out. We have 106 days. Shout out to Bruce Yan, who did all the artwork of our lovely characters in different costumes and whatnot. This is Minerva with a space helmet now. Very, very cool. Very,
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
yay. Yeah, and then I helped out with these graphics here, putting some text. These are all fonts. These fonts are generated for you. You can download the font. I went to DaFont. It's a free font, roll free. And then I converted it into a PDF using my own guide that I wrote for it. How awesome. And it just switches every 10 seconds a different image here. We have about 15 different images of all the Adafruit characters. Blinka, Minerva, Cricket. We're missing the Badger, but hey, maybe next year. So there you go. Some graphics and a fun use of the Pi portal. So there you go. Yeah, let's look at the Learn guide because I got way better photos than this. So check out, yeah. So check it out. We got the LEDs over there.
A lot of work went into getting these photos like that.
Don't tell them that. It was so easy to get these photos. I could do it with my eyes.
Hot garage, like 130-degree garage.
So you could, yeah, this will walk you through setting it up all nice and dandy. It's pretty much a remake of the other countdowns that we had. And here's all the images. Did we upload the images? The assets? Yeah, they're probably in the guide or somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right, it uses Adafruit I/O to talk to...
So we like the conversion, right?
No, just to like pull the time.
Yeah,
your time zone.
Time zone,
put
yeah.
that in there. Pull in your secrets file. So yeah, check out the Learn guide. It walks you through all of the stuff, and I was able to get it running in like 2 minutes, which is really nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was a brand new Pi portal I haven't touched yet, so I was like, oh cool, I need to see what it's like. Yeah, very, very quick and easy. Excellent. So shout out to you, Dave Estells. Yep. Coupon code. What PLA did you use with the sword?
Trying to pull it up here. It's just the translucent stuff.
From,
but I believe we discontinued it
Natural...
in our shop. Just any translucent PLA should work.
Right, but who made it? Is it Ultimachine?
I think it was Ultimachine.
Yeah,
who
it's
made
Ultimachine. Probably haven't heard of them, but Ultimachine.
Ultimachine, Melt Ink, and there's some new stuff that I was trying to. I don't. Which printer has it? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's the natural PLA. It has a little hint of yellow, which is fine because all that gets knocked out when you have it lit up.
The brand. Let's see if I can grab it real quick. It was on Amazon.
Right,
so you just look for translucent, and it's like the first thing that comes up. It's like the Amazon choice one. I don't know where I put that spool away. Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah. All right.
One of the printers have it. But the other one, because I had to switch to another one, yeah, it was from Print and Z, which was just Melt Ink. But
there you go.
There you go. Any translucent PLA should work for that. I think it was about like 20 bucks or 16 bucks.
Matter Hackers should have
cheap.
some good stuff as well. They have some quality filament. Check it out. Yep. Cool. Good question. Yep. Translucent.
All right, cool.
All right.
Go ahead and jump into what's next this week's Community Makes. Layer by layer.
Yeah, we can do Community Makes.
Shop Talk. I think we're in that right now.
Community Makes. I forgot to do the songs. All right. Here's a time lapse of an iPad bumper being printed.
Yeah, I think I talked about this last week and the week before.
Did you?
Finally, I released it. Here is the updated 2019 iPad mini. So differences are the camera was moved around. They made it a little bit longer, and I think the thickness of it as well. Wanted to jump on the cheese grater little design here. Noah is working on a layer by layer, how to build that.
Sure.
But this is just infill, the gyroid infill, I think at 20%. And it definitely helps in terms of keeping the iPad cool. So definitely want to do that. All you do in your slicer is have it do no tops and no bottoms, just infill.
Yeah, there's a great video by Prusha who showed how to do it on their slicer.
Yeah.
And some really good use, some really good print
Yeah,
stuff.
so there's 2 designs that I uploaded, one with the hooks and one without, or loops, whatever.
Yeah, loops.
And these will work with any standard camera strap you can have around your shoulder or whatever, neck. And if you've been out anywhere, you've seen that everybody uses a little iPad mini to do checkout or look up information or anything like that. So that's why I had these hooks on there specifically to when we're going on vacation, whatever. Gavin's able to do all his homework and all that.
I want to say you were the
that.
first person to do this because you did this when the iPad first came out, I think.
First iPad came out, yeah, like 6-7 years ago.
Like, oh, let's put loops on it so you can like hold it around you.
I think I did one
Satchel
for
or
the
something.
Nexus 7 as well. You can find those, I believe, on our old Thingiverse. But the other stuff too is the little clips on here that hold it in place. And then if your printer is nice and straight, you should be able to have it stand up on this side to the Prusa. One of my belts is not as tight, so there's a little bit of a skew on here. And also the table is a little not as flat, so
You need to tighten up the zip ties, bro.
yeah. But in any other printer, it should be able to print it nice and flat so you can stand it up on its side, like how a lot of the iOS devices used to back in the day,
Oh, back in the
before
day.
they added so many
need to-
chamfers and
Need a memory.
fillets.
Cool.
But sweet little design.
Yeah, it's
There's enough clearance here so you can lay that flat. It's not going to damage the screen.
And for folks who are gonna ask, what filament? What's the brand?
This one is Filamentum, the ice something.
Yeah, clear ice.
Clear ice. This looks really good.
Yeah,
Comes out excellent.
yeah, it's great.
Definitely check it out.
Filamentum.
Nice little iPad bumper case.
Yeah, it's on Thingiverse. Where is the Thingiverse page? It's somewhere on Thingiverse. I have a link in the description. So
It's in the Timelapse Tuesday video
Yep.
as well, so
it's
definitely
literally
check
in the
that out.
description of this video. There we go. There it is. Excellent. Check it out. So if you got one of these printed, should fit on 10 by 10 printer.
I printed these on the Prusa, so that should fit on there.
Okay. Prusa. Cool. Shout out to Garrett for his model. Here's the.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot
what it
to-
looks like
yep,
completed.
right. He's got a great video on it. Check it out. You can
Mm-hmm.
see the full modeling process. And then person who remixed it is somewhere over here. Is it this one or this one? This one.
think
right?
it's that one, yeah.
Yeah, the Glowing Master Sword remix by Tom Smith Creations. So check them out. You
Very
cut it up
cool.
and you're cutting it up further, right?
Yeah.
Everything's a remix.
Yeah, he printed that on the CR10S, something like that?
CR11.5.
Or 11?
I'm just making that up. There's no such thing.
Oh, it says it right there.
Great job.
It's
on
like
the detail.
500 millimeters or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
So
huge.
shout out to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And yeah, excellent. Cool. Let's check this out. Links are in the description.
Going over the meeting or the notes here. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
that's
out of stuff.
pretty much it. Just a couple more community makes.
Yep.
Some really awesome Pi Girl 2 makes.
Yeah, let's take a look. Pygirl 2. Pygirl 2 is, this one was printed on Prusamit Galaxy Black, Ninja Flex Grass for the buttons, opted for tactile switches, which give a nice snappy feel. I was worried the print buttons wouldn't respond well, but I'm definitely happy with them. Wow.
Nice.
Cool. And here it is fully assembled.
Cool.
Yay. That's nice to see. We have a Pi Case Monster Tongue. What is this? Oh, okay, it's a tongue for the Pi camera module. It
That's
sticks
so
out.
cool. That's a nice little way
Yeah.
to stay on theme
Yeah,
with
somebody
that
made
case.
the face case thing, and they put a tongue to it. Very
Huh.
cool.
I like it.
Yeah, very fun. That's the whole point, was to make a fun case. Apple TV remote bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it only works with Apple stuff. Sorry, it's like
Oh.
iOS only. Printed this once with NinjaFlex. The scale was a little loose. I printed again with TPU at 99, and it's snug. Okay,
Yep. It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
very cool. Cool. All right, that's all this week's Community Makes. Appreciate you guys for sharing those. People make stuff. That's great. Community Makes. Coupon code's meme box. We didn't set out to make it a meme box. It just became one.
It just sounded like one with all the pop culture references in there.
Yeah.
It makes sense to just name it a meme box.
Yeah.
Expires at 11:50, or coupon code meme box expires at 11:59 p.m. tonight. Works on everything except certificates and subscriptions.
That's correct. Sweet. We ran through the whole show.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, we got to get back to it and make the sword.
And I gotta start painting and sanding, figuring out how to glue these together. Should be awesome. Next week, we're gonna have not a project video, but a nice little overview going to the Kennedy Space Center. I don't think we built a banner for it.
I'll just
We'll
load
be
the
checking out
website.
the SpaceX Falcon Heavy launch from the beach. We're gonna take a little tour of the Kennedy Space Center on the inside and check out little exhibits and stuff. Make a quick little video on that.
Yep, we're going to bring the pie badges. I got one for Sophie Wong, who will also be there. So we get to meet
Yeah.
up with Sophie. And I couldn't bring up the website because I don't know what it is.
Oh,
Sorry. So that's the pie badge. It says Sophie on it. But there you go.
it is.
And if you hit the A button, go ahead and hit that A button. A button says Sophie Wong makes. That's her thing. And then hit the B button. B button will show you the QR code. So if you scan that, that'll take you to Sophie's Instagram. You too can make one.
Check out the
Check
guide
out the Learn
from
Guide. It was last
week's?
week.
Yeah.
And we released the video like Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
This one has the iridescent stuff on it, which is really nice.
Yeah,
So,
so awesome.
here is
Nice little subtle touch of
where the heck's my LED?
wowiness. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Wow. Sorry, I can't reach my main box. Wow.
Yeah, so definitely check those two guides out for making
Yeah.
iridescent pie badges.
Yeah.
And if you're in the area, say hi. We should be parked right at the front over there.
Yeah. I think we'll be there Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna be there Sunday and Monday.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's going to be it for us. Don't forget, the coupon code is memebox. Later tonight, we have Ask an Engineer. Comes at 8 p.m. Shortly before then, it's Ask a Show and Tell. Ask a Show and Teller.
No, first is show and tell, where everybody from around the world shows off their awesome projects and join us, Phil, Lamar, everybody on the Adafruit creative engineering team, showing off what we're working on for this week and next, and some of the secret projects Phil and Lamar are working on. Stay tuned for that, and then Ask an Engineer at 8 p.m. All of the stuff going on at Adafruit, all the news, community makes, CircuitPython on Hardware Weekly, and some of the sneak peek products that are being worked on. Halloween is here, so you definitely want to see all the projects that are being finalized for that.
Yeah, here's our first one. Our first Halloween project. Right here, folks. 106 days. You got to get on this. Hey, you could build this in like 2 minutes if you have a My Badge. Print out the case. There you go.
Could be
People
saying,
know you're a super fan of Halloween.
Yeah,
the
right.
Maker Holiday. Yeah, that's what I call
Right.
it.
Kirby saying that he hopes the pie badges come back in stock. I did see some of the pie gamers were up for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So definitely keep your eye out on that.
Buy more so we can get another pick and place.
Actually, we can just send Kirby one of our pie badges, right?
Yeah.
What color do you want?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. I'll just send you one.
I'll put a little Kirby, like, you know, from the game Kirby. The pink one.
All right, I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you all for joining every week. Shoutouts-
John Park is
John Park is
Iceland.
on vacation
Yeah,
this
he's on-
week. He'll be back next week
so.
with some more awesome projects. Of course, it's going to have to do with AdaBox next one for Halloween.
Ooh.
So definitely stay tuned for that one. And don't forget, you can check out all of his past projects and playlists for Make Code Arcade. All the awesome video game knowledge to get your game on.
Sweet.
And I
All
think
right.
that's it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much again. Coupon code, it's right there. Sweet. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Until then, be sure to make a great day. Bye, folks.
See you next week.